Hi everyone, and welcome to Kimber Creations. It's me, Kim. As always, I want to sorry about that. I want to welcome you to my channel, and I thought what we would do, because I am in the process of doing this order for a friend of ours, and because she had requested to see if I could make a monkey basket. And so I said, yeah, I can see what I can do. And so what I did, this is kind of how I started preparing to figure out a monkey shape. I just take typing paper, and of course you can't see all of the little pieces, but I take the typing paper with the shapes that I think that I'm going to use and run it through, and then I kind of lay it out. Right now it's just kind of all jumbled, but that gives you an idea of kind of my thought process on how I go from start to finish. Sometimes, like with a couple of the animals, I was just pulling different things, but the last few I decided to take the typing paper and then actually do it all on the plain typing paper and then go to the next step. It kind of saves on the cardstock and different things that you're using too, because at the beginning, I was making mistakes and I'd rather waste the typing paper than the cardstock. So what you're going to need if you would like to make a monkey as well, and if you don't have the exact same things, as always, use what you have, improvise or whatever. Let's see, where do I start? Well, anyway, you can see everything is laid out and kind of ready to go. I went ahead off camera and made the basket part just to save some time. I was wanting to gear more towards the assembly of the monkey part. And so I will show you the things that I used. I used the framelits, once again from the holiday framelit set from Stampin' Up! For his little paws, hands and feet or whatever. I used the everyday framelit and like this flap. Here we go. Let's focus. The little flower framelit, and then I just used a variety of circles and ovals, and also used the Stampin' Up! Owl Punch again for, what did I use that for? Oh, for the little nostril holes. I had to think a second what I used that for. And then I should pull this away. I also used this die here. It's from Sizzix, and it's the Crest Swirly die. Let's see if we can focus there. And what I did with that is, here's what it looks like when you punch it or run it through the Big Shot. And then what I did is, here's my sample paper, and I just kind of looked at it and thought, well, there's a tail, and so what I'm going to do then is use that as a guideline where to cut for his actual tail. And then for his little mouth was another piece of that I just did in black cardstock. Kind of looked and cut out a mouth, and then I'll cut around that. These are my templates now. So let's see if we can get this done and go from there. So what I do is I start with his head, and let's see, we're going to start with his ears. You've got one large circle and the two round ornaments, larger ornaments, and then you have the two smaller ornaments. And on a monkey, you know, their ears are kind of to the side, or at least my monkey is. So I'm just kind of placing it, not really tacking it down yet, just trying to see where I want everything to sit. And that looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna glue, and obviously also you're gonna need some adhesive and possibly some, well, you'll need some scissors, and then a white gel pen for some detail. So I'm just gonna glue these down. Kind of in the center. And I don't want to really rush through this because, like I said, this is actually going to a friend of ours. I'm assuming they're wanting it for their grandbabies. So I think that's about where, you know what, I don't think I'm going to, yeah, never mind. Wasn't sure if I was going to fasten those down yet, but I'm going to. Whoops. And I can always take my adhesive remover if I get any glue where I don't want it to go. So you're going to put those in place. Sorry if my hands are in the way of everything. I should probably scoot this up into the picture a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now we have his ears on, and then we're gonna start on his face. And I know right now you're probably thinking, oh my goodness. You'll see here in a second. So what we're gonna do is, this is actually the start of his eyes and the rest of his face, and then this is gonna go down like, whoop, like so. If you had like a big heart shape, that would work too. I didn't want to mess around with the Cricut. I know I have hearts probably on the Cricut. I just was trying to use all dies. So I really like how that looks. So now we will glue those down. Glue this one down. I know probably once my oldest daughter sees this, she'll probably want one for herself too. Her nickname is Monkey ever since she was a baby. We've always called her Monkey. So Marky's mom is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now I'm trying to see where I want the black part of his eyes to go. I think I want it to be hidden just a little bit underneath that nose part. See, because if I get it up too high, it looks kind of wonky to me. So this looks pretty good. I'm just kind of putting my finger there so I don't forget where I wanted it. Which with using liquid glue is nice because then you do have a little bit of leeway to move it around. Although this Tombow glue, you gotta work fast, I think, sometimes. Probably depending on how much glue you put. Okay. So now we're getting ready for his little nose. I'm debating, okay, I did cut another circle out, and I just want to see something here a minute. I was debating on whether to put eyelids or to make it just all black. So we'll see what that looks like. Of course, that gives them kind of sad eyes. But, so you know what? I'm not going to glue those down. I'm going to let you tell me if I should keep them or just do the black like that. So we'll just leave it go for now and add his nose or muzzle or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. Nose, mouth part. How's that? Okay. Whoops. Got some glue coming out underneath. Okay, then we have his little nostrils. Which, you know what, before I put those on, let's cut out his mouth so I kind of know. Oh, wait a minute, this one was the see, I got the wrong one. The black was his mouth. I just kind of lay it in place and just kind of work around it. I could probably draw it on as well, but you know, challenging myself to see what all I can use with whether it's punches or die cuts or whatever that way. I can't see real well. Sorry if I'm off camera and just wanted to trim up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little bump and it was kind of bugging me. So there is his mouth. I think that's about the right placement. So let's get his mouth on. Oh, and I'm not, sorry if I was doing that off screen. And then his little holes. I think my glue is running out. I go through this glue quite a bit. I should invest in like a great big jug of it or something. I don't even know if you can get the Tombow in bigger bottles. So, okay. So there is that much of our monkey. Now I'm just kind of curious to see where I'm going to have to glue him. I might have to use some red sticky tape. Okay. Well, let's get his little arms and legs, because I don't want to take up too much time. Okay. to me, let's see, if you're trying to make sure that I'm putting these on the right way. I don't know if it really matters. It just gives it character, I guess. I'm still off camera. Okay, you're just gonna glue those. Out. And need a little bit of glue here. I'm not worried about that smushing out. Okay, so we have his arms and his leg, or arm and leg. Now we have to get the other side. Just trying to remove some of that glue. As you can see, I get a little bit more quieter sometimes doing the assembly part. I guess because I'm concentrating on where I'm sticking everything. Okay. You're probably hollering at me, Kim, if you wouldn't put too much glue, so much glue on, you wouldn't have that problem. But anyway, alrighty. So we just need to assemble, and let's cut out his tail. I kind of looked over and noticed we hadn't cut his tail out yet. And then I just go around the curve, just kind of freehand, obviously. Okay, put that aside. Now, let's put our little guy together. I know his mouth is going to be pretty close to the edge, and that's all right. Just hopefully we can get him stuck on there. If not, I can get some, because that is kind of top heavy. Might possibly need the red sticky tape. We'll just see. Well, maybe not. Okay, now let's get his little arms on. Just a little bit on the bottom, and then if I have to add it to the side, I will, but I just want to get it sort of in place before I start adding any more glue. Okay, the other arm. It looks like a little baby monkey. Alrighty, I think he's pretty well stuck there. Now for his bottom. This is where his circle circle down, and now his little legs. Oops, good thing I looked. Almost put him on backwards. Okay. Got that. Look at it this way. Looks pretty good to me that way. And now we just need his tail. Now, how did I figure that? I don't want to really go up the middle. I don't think that. I'm not really sure how I did that. What was I thinking? Maybe if we bend it a little bit, that will help too. I might go ahead and pop that up a little bit to give it some dimension, because it kind of gets lost. His tail is getting lost. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe just put it on the... Okay, that looks good. Just a tiny bit. I might go ahead, since I see that this is gonna need, well, maybe. Just kind of play around with it, and he might end up getting a pop dot, or a dimensional. I had just a little bit hanging there, so I'm going to trim that off so it's more rounded. Okay, there he is. Oh, I think he turned out super cute. Now, once again, the eyes like this, or the eyes like that. Decisions. Alrighty, well, you let me know. And then the white pen, I'm not gonna do... Yes, I can. I can still do it. As soon as I get... Whether we have what do you call it? The little eyelids or not, we can still add a little bit of that to it. I don't know. Alrighty, sorry for all of the I don't know. There's our little monkey. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come along and enjoy the ride, and we will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Love and hugs.